Hello everyone and welcome to the EVN Disrupt podcast. My name is Nejda Tsaturyan. I'm the editor of the creative tech section here at EVN Report. Our guest today is Sergei Kungurov, head of core product foundation at Miro. He joins us to discuss the company's first year in Armenia since moving here from Russia last year. Miro is a popular collaborative whiteboarding tool which currently serves over 50 million users. Sergei shared with us his insights on how product development works at this kind of scale. And in addition to that, we also explore the challenges of integrating the Russian tech community with the local tech scene here in Yerevan. Thank you for listening. Sergei, thank you so much for being with us today.
Well, thank you very much. I'm happy to join you today.
Let's start with a little bit of your background. Tell us what it is you do at Miro and how'd you get into computer science?
As of now, in Miro, I'm responsible for building our internal platform, which enables our feature teams to drive product evolution and evolve it in a fast, efficient way.
What is Miro? Tell us for our audience that doesn't know.
As of now, Miro is an online whiteboarding collaboration platform that enables our customers to ideate next big things together and generate new products, new ideas, and drive the execution within their companies.
For someone who hasn't used Miro before, walk us through what an average customer's workflow is in Miro. What do they use?
That's the primary benefit of Miro. So we are not locking our customers within specific flows within the product. So we are enabling them to generate their own use cases, how to use our product, and ideate it in their own way. So the primary goal for us is to enable our customers to build their own use cases by themselves. So that's important for us because we are observing that a lot of different teams across the globe, they're using different patterns, different mechanics, they are working in their own way. The only one thing which united all of them is collaboration. So they need to collaborate and they need to ideate these things together. That's why we are building our products to enable them to do it in their own way. We are providing an enormous set of different kind of building blocks within the product: stickers, shapes, texts, different collaboration applications like timers, votings, and so on. And we are enabling our customers to group them together and combine them together to do things in their own way.
And this is all for whiteboarding tools. So when you say whiteboarding, explain exactly what you mean.
A whiteboard, just imagine a physical board. Yeah. So in every office and at home, you have these boards when you are making some notes, when you're putting stickers, when you are drawing some kind of diagrams and using it to highlight your ideas, brainstorm, and then structure it to generate a result. So Miro, it's a digital whiteboard. So we are putting physical whiteboards and physical collaboration spaces into the digital space. And we are enabling everyone to work on these digital whiteboards in the same way as they are working it with the physical whiteboards.
Right. I'm curious, at what stage are customers using this? Or is it when they're on a call with someone? Because if it's a digital whiteboard, it assumes that everybody would be at their computers doing it, I guess, right? Is it real-time collaborative, or is it somebody works on it at one point and then passes it off to someone else?
First of all, that's a real-time collaboration. So we are enabling our customers to come on the same space together and ideate together. So that's our primary benefit. So we are supporting up to several hundred of users at the same time on the same board, and they can do brainstorming sessions, they can organize PI planning sessions, they can ideate how to evolve the product further. And they are working together at the same time. They see the cursors of each other, they see the stickers and text of each other, they are able to comment, they are able to organize video calls and audio calls through our product. And even they are distributing across different physical spaces, they can feel themselves like they are working in the same room. So they are removing these physical boundaries between our customers, and we are putting them into the same virtual space.
Is the video call featuring and stuff built into Miro, or is it integrated with tools like Zoom or other?
So that's our own
you guys have
solution.
Your own?
Yeah. Audio, video, chats,
so
different ways of communications.
When was the company founded?
The company was founded about 11 years ago in Perm, in Russia. So at the beginning, it was a small company which tried to find its own product market fit, trying to position the product. But since the beginning, it was a very good idea of the product. It found its space on the market, and that was growing.
Right.
That was growing very fast. And just to provide the scale of the company, I joined the company about 5 years ago. At those period of time, the company was about 70 people.
70?
70, yeah. Now it's 1,800 people distributed across the globe. We have a lot of offices in the United States, in Europe, in Asia region. So, and we are growing.
And also Armenia now.
And also in Armenia, yes.
So you guys came to Armenia about a year ago now?
Yeah. exactly.
Yeah.
1 year ago.
Like, are you based in Armenia now, full time?
Yes. I came at the beginning together with all our people. So
Can you tell us how big the office in Armenia is now?
as of now, it's a little bit less than 200 people.
200 people in Armenia.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, in Armenia. Yeah, and we are continuing to scale our hub here.
Talk to us about like the decision-making process to come to Armenia. Why'd you decide to come here?
So 1 year ago, some events happened, and these events showed that we are not able to stay in Russia and we are not able to continue our business from Russia. So that's why we decided to move to Armenia.
The 200 that work at the Armenia office now, is it mostly just employees of Miro that came from Russia, or have you guys hired locally as well?
No, we are hiring local talents. We are hiring talents from ex-Russian market, from Iran, from different countries. So we are welcome to any nationalities, to any background expertise.
But how many people came with you to Armenia? Like, can you give us an idea of the
At the
percentage?
beginning, when we came to Armenia, it was about 250 people who came to us. Some of them decided to move into different locations. The majority of them decided to stay in Armenia, as well as we started to hire
Locally.
local.
Yeah. Okay. How's the first year been in Armenia? What were your expectations coming here, and what's your take on it now?
At the beginning, we had no expectations, to be honest. So
It was also fast, I imagine.
it was a fast decision. Yes, we moved to Armenia, and since the beginning, when we landed into Armenia, when we organized our locations, hubs, and so on, we started to research the market, and we found that Armenian market is a fast-growing market. Honestly, we met a lot of amazing companies here. We met a lot of amazing people here. They were so supportive, so that we decided that we need to make a double down and start to scale.
That's great to hear. What about you personally? Had you been to Armenia before, or what do you think of the country? How's your life here?
For me, that's the first time when I came to Armenia, but I fall in love with the country. So that's an amazing place to live here, and really, nature, people, environment, Yerevan as a city, and other cities in Armenia, they are so amazing. So
where have you been around the country? You said other cities like
Gyumri, Sivan, and Dilijan.
Nice. That's great. Yeah. It's always nice to hear people from abroad enjoying Armenia. I'm curious, coming from a much bigger ecosystem, the Russian ecosystem, what are you observing that's a positive in the Armenian ecosystem, and what do you observe that needs to be worked on? It's always interesting to have an outsider's perspective.
First of all, local market is very connected to each other. So people are very connected to each other. Community is working. Everyone is supporting, and everyone is ready to collaborate and ready to ideate how to move forward. That's really amazing to see how market is operating. Everyone knows everyone. Everyone is trying to bring something new competences, new ways of working, new expertise to the market, and they are going to invest into it. And we are ready to participate into this journey.
What about something that can be worked on to be better? Is there anything that comes to mind?
I don't think that I can find this or that thing that needs to be improved. So everything is evolved. And I'm really passionate about the speed, how changes are implementing here. And I'm talking not just about the IT community or IT market. I'm talking about the overall environment and society and government and so on.
Yeah.
So it's very fast and agile.
One thing that's been so interesting to people is, since over the last year, something like tens of thousands of Russian, Ukrainian, and Belarusian IT professionals came to Armenia. But it's kind of observable that there's kind of been these bubbles created. And I'm not sure the community has fully succeeded in sort of integrating all these new people into our ecosystem. Often it's just people working remotely, and not necessarily they've taken a job at an Armenian company and are working with Armenian colleagues regularly, or it's large offices like Miro and Yandex and others that have opened up. What's the general consensus? I know it's very hard to say for that number of people, but like, what can be done to better integrate the newcomers into our local ecosystems? Is there something you can share from your perspective?
I think that if you would ask me 6 months ago or 9 months ago, there were no clear answers at all. So the horizon of planning was about maybe a couple of weeks or a couple of months, not longer. As of now, consensus started to be formed. So the people are making decisions. Are they going to commit to live in Armenia? Are they going to stay here, or they are going to move into any other locations? And the decision has been made already by people who were moved within the last year. And the consensus for the people, the majority of the people, I cannot say that I know a lot, but within my environment, the overall consensus that they are going to stay here and long here.
Those who have stayed for a year now, they're most likely just going to stay.
Yeah.
For the foreseeable future.
Yeah. At least I'm observing it within my environment. And moreover, so people who spoke about further relocations about 6 months ago, as of now, they started to say that they are going to live in Armenia for upcoming years.
Yeah, for the foreseeable future. Yeah. Do you also also feel that more can be done to integrate a lot of the newcomers into the ecosystem? Like at the very beginning, there was a few events and stuff organized, for example, to help introduce people to the local companies and the different VC firms and community hubs, etc. But it does feel like we've sort of like created two little bubbles. And often I hear from my Armenian colleagues that they want to find ways to like better collaborate, like, and involve people who have come from Russia and other countries into the overall process, because there's a lot of experience and stuff that has come to Armenia that we need to utilize better. Do you also feel that maybe, or is there something you think that can be done to encourage that?
Yes, that's completely in line with my observation. So what we observed within the last year, that within Armenia there are two markets which are operating without any communication. Local companies which exist on the market for the previous year, and companies who were relocated within the last year. And as of now, there is no strong communication and collaboration between these two markets. What we are trying to do as of now, and we are trying to do it within Miro, we are trying to bring these two worlds together. We are trying to organize meetups, we are trying to organize some kind of workshops, and we are going to do it within this year to attract people from both these markets, to move them into one place and enable their collaboration.
That's
together.
fantastic to hear. More initiatives like that I think need to take place, and both Armenian companies need to do it and companies that have relocated really need to step forward and do that, I think. I'm super happy to hear that you're happy. I hope that continues to be the case. Let's talk a little bit more about Miro as a product. I believe earlier you said you guys have 50 million users globally. That's a huge number. I think on our podcast, you represent the company that has the most number of users that has appeared on the podcast. When you think about product development for something that is used by so many people and relied on by so many people, how do you make those decisions? Does it become much more conservative moving forward, the decision-making process to add or remove something?
That's really interesting thing. So when we have so many customers, so many users, you need to have strong commitments to support their day-to-day activities and so on. We are building SaaS product. So we are responsible for uptime, scalability of our product, and we need to provide them the reliability of the product. And our customers should rely on us. At the same time, we need to iterate as fast as possible. We have 50 million users, so all of these users, they have their own preferences how to organize their day-to-day activities. They are working in different companies. They are utilizing Miro for different use cases. And even our customers, our users who are not working in the companies and who are utilizing product for their own needs, they have their own use cases and so on. And we need to enable all of them, as well as we need to enable new ways of working and new ideation processes which is happening within our users. So we need to iterate fast. We need to generate new product value fast. We need to make a lot of experiments to understand are our ideas brings real value for our customers or not. And we need to combine all these approaches. We need to be fast, we need to be iterative, we need to build a stable product at the same time, we need to scale our product, and we are finding this balance on a daily basis.
How do you experiment internally? Or is it done through releasing it to a smaller
On
number
a daily
of users?
basis. On a daily basis, we are experimenting with our product internally, externally. So we are experimenting with new features which we are releasing to our customers. We are understanding what are their pain points. We are having a lot of interviews. Each feature which we are building within our product, we are challenging this feature. We are trying to understand what would be our success metrics for these features, how we are understanding how we will evaluate that this feature is required for our customers, and so on.
A lot of companies that are as mature as Miro have tens of millions of users have really rushed over the last 3-4 months to integrate AI APIs into their products. One, I'm curious, has Miro done that as well? And secondly, when you see this big trend like this, something that becomes available to existing products, something that you can really easily add on and integrate, how do you think about that integration? Like, is it something that sometimes it feels like a lot of these big companies that have been quick to integrate these AI APIs into them has just been a result of sort of not wanting to miss the trend. How do you think about that from a product development perspective?
We already launched it several weeks ago. So we launched Miro AI, a set of features which are supporting ideation process as well.
Tell us how does the AI workflow work in it?
So you can group your stickers and generate a summary of the stickers, whatever. So a lot of different small but very impactful things what we launched here. So we are evaluating as of now how that would be applicable for our product and how we will evolve it.
Was it a quick decision?
That was not a quick decision. So we also observing the market. We also observing our customer needs, and we decided that we need to experiment with these features and give it a life.
It seems like there's a huge value created for companies that already have a lot of users. A company that has 50 million users can quickly add on these services into their existing product, and it's very easy to see how it would improve customer experience and things like that. The floodgates have opened for AI products through all these APIs, primarily the OpenAI API. How do you think about new products that will be developed in this space using this technology? Do you think it'll just become way too competitive because it's been made a little bit too easy? Or is there a lot of room for really new innovative products to come out?
So I cannot say as of now how it will be evolved. So let's see.
Okay, let's get back to Miro. The presence in Armenia, what's the plan for the near future? What does the company hope to see in Armenia?
We made this decision about 1 year ago. We are staying in Armenia for a long time. So we are committing to be in this location. We are committing to grow and scale our hub here. And we are attracting more and more people here. So we do not know how large will be our hub. That will depend on economic situation. That will depends on the market situation, because it's very volatile in terms of talents and its movement, but we are committing. We are committing to be here, and we are committing to invest into our market.
And we have a traditional sort of last question on the podcast. I'm curious, where do you hope to see Miro as a company and as a product in 5 years?
That's a really great question. So several hundreds of millions of customers. And we are the platform for ideation across the world.
I wish you a lot of luck with that. Thank you so much for being here today, Sergei.
Thank you.